Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Tom Morgan Drum Studio. Today we're continuing on through the Sequential Approach to Rudimental Snare Drum book, and we're now on page 21 in the Flam Tap rudiment. And I think the Flam Tap is the next logical rudiment to take after the Flam, obviously because it's nothing more than a Flam followed by a tap with the lower stick. So on page 21 we have several exercises here to work on the Flam Tap, and the first one is just a left-handed non-alternating Flam Tap. And so I'm going to start in Flam position with my left hand up and my right hand about an inch off the drum, and I'm just going to come down and do a Flam and come and return to that position, and then the tap is played with the right hand. So the tap, the right hand's only going to be playing taps. So it looks like this. Okay, and that's a good thing to practice just to get the mechanics of the position going. And then we reverse that with line 2. So now the right hand is up, the left hand is down, and the left hand will only be playing taps. So we just return the right hand to this position each time. So here's line 2. Okay. Now line 3 is really where we're trying to get to, because in rudimental style, Flam taps are almost always going to be played alternating. So to do line 3, I'm really only doing the same thing I did with alternating Flams, except that now I'm going to put a tap with the low stick in between each Flam. So if I start with my right hand up, I complete the Flam, then I play the tap with the right hand that's down. I reverse that, the tap of the left. So and just like with the Flam tap, the position is critical to get the right sound. If I'm having inconsistent position, then my sound's going to be inconsistent. I'm going to likely have flat Flams with both sticks hitting together, that kind of thing. Now, if you listen to just what each stick is doing when I'm playing alternating Flams, I'm really playing 3 notes with each stick. Okay, but they're interlocking so that I'm getting the Flam tap sticking. So it's possible to do Flam taps pretty fast. Just don't want to sacrifice sound and position for speed. Now there's additional exercises at the bottom. Line 4, I'm not going to take time to play, but it's pretty self-explanatory, just moving from Flams to Flam taps. And all of these should be repeated multiple times, as we've said before. Now, so line 5 is important in line 6, because this works on playing a roll into a Flam tap, and there's something to kind of think about here with the position. Whenever there's a roll into a Flam tap, like line 5, the roll takes the place of the Flam. So I play the roll, and I end in Flam position, and then the tap comes after it. And then I play the other 2 Flam taps, and then the position reverse. I just keep repeating that. okay? So we've kind of changed the flam tap into a roll tap if we want to invent a new rudiment. But it's important to end the roll, just like it's important to end the roll before a flam in flam position. It's important to end the roll in flam position when I'm about to play the flam tap. It's just that the roll takes the place of the flam, so it's followed by a tap. And then line 6 is the same idea, but it is using a 5-stroke roll. Now what I like to do with students is have them go ahead and start on the last, at the end of that 2-line exercise or 2-measure exercise, and just start right on that last roll on the end of 4. So they're going to go and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 4 and a 1 and like that. When I play the roll, I'm going to end with my left stick up. Now if you use the other sticking, everything's reversed. Now when you play the last flam that precedes the roll, you don't need flam position there. You just leave your sticks down because you're not going to play another flam, you're going to play a roll. So these are good, preliminary exercises to then start to plug it into a solo, which we do on the next page, page 22. And now we're on solo 4, which uses the flam tap. So you can see right off the bat here at the beginning, I've got a roll into a flam tap, and that happens quite a bit in the solo. And this is again written in kind of this format to where if you've learned the first 2 measures, you've learned 3/4 or so of the solo, because it repeats itself. Then there's a 4-measure bridge there starting on the 3rd line that's different, and then the last 4 measures return to the beginning. So again, it's a solo designed not to be hard to learn to play, but to function as a vehicle to practice position and sound with the flam tap. And again, there's a 1st and 2nd ending, which I think by now we all know what to do. There's only one other little thing in this. In the 3rd line, 1st measure, you notice that we have 4 16th notes starting with the left hand. And we've been trying to always play our 4 16th note pattern, 1 eanda or whatever it falls, always right, left, right, left. But here the sticking works out better to play that 4 eanda with left, right. In the next measure, which is really a repeat of that measure, it's the sticking has reversed back, so now it's right, left on 4 eanda. So just watch for that. It might catch you by surprise if you're not careful. Okay, so I'll play solo 4. And again, we've got to roll into a flam tap, so I'm going to lift after that 5-stroke roll and then play the tap. So here we go. We're in 4/4 time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's solo 4. Just pay careful attention to the sticking throughout this. There's some left-handed rolls that pop up, or there is at least one, I guess. And so watch for that. And just remember that the whole thing is all about position and sound. Make that your main priority. All right, So that's it for this video. Work on the flam tap and this solo, and we'll see you in the next one. Be sure you subscribe if you haven't. Click the like button if you like this video. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.